Okay, welcome back. This is episode 1, part 3 on the validation piece. So, emotional attachment theory, the validation piece that I want to focus on now. So, emotional attachment is really everything. We're social beings, we need social connection. It just is. We're not hardwired to be alone and to be lonely. There was an experiment. It's a horrible experiment, but I don't even know if it was truly an experiment. You can go look it up, but I heard about an experiment that was done a long, long time ago. I think it was in like the 1600s or something like that. But there was basically these babies, the orphan babies that were in this place and orphanage, and they were the caregivers were not allowed to do anything but take care of their physical needs. So they fed them, they changed their diapers, they gave them, they had shelter and that. But they weren't allowed to talk to them, touch them, cuddle them, hold them, anything like that. And most of those babies died. So we're not meant to be alone. We are social creatures. We need interaction. So Haim Ginott, I mentioned him already in the other ones. He was a big kind of parent or a leader in recognizing this emotional attachment need between parents and children, and was a huge just forerunner, I guess, for the science behind that. And one of his students, and this is the one I'm actually going to talk about more, is his students. One of his students was Adele Faber, and she kind of took his work and ran with it in the sense of teaching it in a more accessible, applicable way to parents, in my opinion, with lots of workshops and stories, real stories from parents who tried to learn how to use validation in practical ways, like in their parenting. And so Adele Faber, and she partnered up with a lady named Elaine, and I'm not going to be able to say her name very well, but Mazlish. They partnered up and they did a series of books of how to talk books that I highly recommend. They've been super helpful for me. I'm working my way through the entire library that they have, but they basically teach the exact same principles in different scenarios. And so that's what I love about them. So there's how to talk so kids will listen, and listen so kids will talk. Huge. It's all about learning how to validate. That's the whole premise of the book, is your emotional connection is so critical, and learning how to validate your kids, your teens, your tweens, and others is essential to having good, close emotional attachment connection. And so there's one on how to talk so teens will listen, and listen so teens will talk. Very good. Her daughter's name is Joanna Faber, and she also did a book. She may have done more than that, but the one that I read was How to Talk So Little Kids Will Listen, and Listen So Little Kids Will Talk. And it's basically the same principles as her mom taught. It's just focused on little children. So very excellent book. The principles are all the same, and it's basically learning how to connect with your child before you offer any kind of ideas or solutions or correction. And really, a lot of it is not even giving them solutions. It's getting them to create their own, come up with their own ideas and their own solutions. And I love that so much. So it just teaches you the wording, how to, and lots of scenarios so that you can see how to apply the principles in everyday life, which is so huge. But basically the premise is you have to connect with people before you can really influence them. And they have to feel that they're loved by you. So it really connects back to EFT, or emotionally focused therapy, or emotional attachment theory, that people need to feel that they're safe with you, they can trust you, and that you are there for them. Well, part of people feeling that you're there for them is that emotional attachment connection, that you listen to them and that you understand them, or you're at least trying to understand them, and that their feelings matter. So that leads me into the other book that I found really hugely helpful. This is a less known author, I feel like, than the Fabers, but Gary and Joy Lundberg I don't have to make everything all better is the same exact principles. And it's validation, learning how to validate other people, and letting go of your feeling like it's your job to solve all the problems. It's how to communicate in such a way that you encourage others to come up with their solutions. Kind of its premise is that people are the expert on their lives. And so you don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to fix everything. And so it actually frees you up to be a better friend, a better spouse, a better parent, a better everything to others, because it relieves you of the false belief that it's your job to fix everything. And so, but it allows you to connect to people and believe in them, that they can figure their things out, and you can still support and help them in the ways that you truly can. But hugely powerful. This book is so amazing. I just, oh my goodness, I can't say enough good things about it. I just happened to find it on a thrift store shelf, and it's bolded itself to me, and I just knew I was supposed to read it. But one of my favorite things about it is the principles are the same, but what it does is it shows you how to use it in all these different scenarios, like with coworkers, or with blending families, or with your parents, or with your children, your spouse, your I can't remember all the categories, but it's your friends. It's just so powerful. But it basically teaches you the concept of, there's a couple concepts that are really powerful in there. And the one is it calls it the universal need. The universal need is people need to know that they are of worth, that their feelings matter, and that someone cares about them. And that really ties well with the FT theory, which is, am I safe with you? Can I trust you? Are you there for me? They're really closely tied. And so I think people feel safe with us, and they feel like they can trust us, and they feel like we're there for them when we have learned how to validate, when we show them that their feelings matter, that they are of a worth to us, and that that we really care about them. And we really show that caring about them when we learn how to validate them and not talk them out of their feelings and not feel like we have to solve everything. So this one is so critical. I can't say enough good things about it. It's life-changing. And the other principle that they teach you is how to listen. And how to validate and give examples as well, which is really powerful. But their concept is listen, 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 understand. So listen, meaning fully engage, eye contact, I'm fully there, I'm present, I'm fully present. And that's actually something that Hold Me Tight talks about with their conversations. Is they call them ARE conversations, but accessible. Both people are accessible, they're responsive, and they're engaged. So that's the same, it's like different names, same principles, but basically listen fully, like I'm accessible, I'm responsive, I'm fully engaged, tying these two together, these two books. But and then listen for their emotions their feelings, their emotions that they're expressing. Listen for their needs, and then try to understand them. That's really the premise on that book. But anyways, all of these resources, so powerful. Validation has been so huge. I am not an expert at it yet. I am practicing with it, but I have been amazed at how practicing this is helping heal my relationships with others. I've always cared about them. I've always loved them. And I keep saying love is not the problem here, because I love my people. Like, I love people. But what is the problem is what I've been finding is that the way that I listen, or the way that I talk to people, it invalidates them. And so they don't feel like I love them. They don't feel like I care, because I'm invalidating them. And so learning how to validate them has been hugely powerful for me. I'm practicing with it and finding amazing results with it actually already. And I have only been doing this for a few months. So I just wanted to share that with the world, because I feel like people need to know. And that's my confession today. Thank you so much for listening. You guys are amazing. And you've got this. Like, there are resources, there are answers. And I hope that these resources will help you.